Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my best ways to set up every important bomb site on Oregon. We're not going to be doing kitchen dining because that's the fourth best bomb site, aka the worst bomb site. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so first up in this in-depth setup guide for Oregon, we're going to start upstairs, kids' dorms. This is usually the site that everyone goes first in ranked. I don't know why, I think basement's better, but this is the site that everyone goes first, so I'm going first here. So, starting off, I usually open this hatch. This allows kind of a late round rotate to flank wide if somebody's down there or whatever. You gotta be careful because people will rat down here and you don't want to die from the hatch. That would suck. You also make peepholes here so that you can contest big window, right? And I'll usually make it a crouchable rotate here as well so that I can hold white from here. Actually, I could hold it from right here, but not only that, it also allows me a rotate, an unexpected rotate from kids to big window. If you're feeling pressured, like say somebody's pushing attic really hard, I can rotate here to get out, avoid the pressure. Or if I'm here and they're pushing like trophy or something like that, rotate here. It's just something that not a lot of people will expect, right? And then you reinforce this next wall right here so that if somebody's from big window, they can't get like a deep view into like that corner of the bomb site. It keeps that corner of the bomb site clear. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, if you left that soft, they could basically cut off the entire kids' dorms, and that's just not good. Moving over to top white, make head holes. The reason you don't want to make a rotate here is because if one of them walks up white, a rotate gives them an easy walk through into games or from breach into top white. Vice versa. It just gives the opponent a lot of movement options and a lot of ways to kind of bamboozle you. So I like to avoid that. Just keep it head holes, keep it simple. If you have a teammate playing top white, it lets them hold trophy. If you have a teammate playing like bunks here, because you're still safe from here, trophy's kind of a problem. But you can have somebody swing from here to contest the breach, or the top white guy can also contest breach from here and be safe from trophy. Basically, you want to keep those head holes there to keep the pressure on them if they open closet. Because if they open closet, they run here to plant. They're basically still going to be safe from white, but they have to cross in front of white to get to the plant spot, right? And that's where you will hopefully shoot them. And these are the default walls. This is closet walls. You reinforce this 10 times out of 10. You don't want to get this for free. There's a drone hole in this corner. So I'm a big mute guy. I'll usually play mute, and I will put a mute jammer right here so that they can't get drones through that drone hole. It is right there. It goes under the table. I'll mute that every round too. This, make a normal rotate into kids. Usually make it a runnable rotate, just for convenience's sake. I reinforce this so that you can't get like wallbang holding this rotate, because I like to play if they're an attic. If they're an attic, I'll play like here or something like that, or like here, or some kind of variation of that, just because it's an off angle. They don't really expect that. If you're walking in from attic, you're gonna expect like these two, or you're gonna expect like close here. Like if I'm standing in the middle, it might seem stupid, but they're not really gonna expect it. But yeah, it's basically just not possible if this is soft. This is soft. They can open this up, and from all the way back at attic there, they can hold the entire kids bomb site basically. That cuts off anybody who is playing here, they're stuck. They can't move, and then they can get their feet shot through there, and nobody else can like cross over here to contest or anything like that. So you just want to keep that reinforced. A lot of times, especially in ranked, it won't matter whether it's soft or reinforced because people have no brains in ranked. They don't really think like that. But it's a good practice. Reinforce that. I open these hatches. Anytime there's a hatch under me, I'll usually open it, unless I plan on playing in that exact spot. That's just extra pressure, added pressure. And if you have a teammate playing and leading, they can hold out from below through that hatch, right? You could have them sit right there, look up the hatch, and nobody's going to expect somebody to be playing below the hatch, really. Although in higher ranks, they'll expect it to watch for it a little bit, but it's very unlikely that they will kill you off of that angle. Now, this is the big one. This is huge. Everyone always reinforces this wall. Now, I will see a lot of people opening this like this so that they can contest Master and Attic and whatever. Now, this is terrible. I will tell you why, but first I'm going to tell you the pros, the good things about doing this. If you make these holes, you can contest Armory Stairs, right? You can contest Master from Attic, make it harder for them to push into Master and open up the main breach, right? Or if they don't push Master and they push Attic, you can go over to Trophy and you can hold Attic from Trophy. Okay, those are the pluses. If you have a 5-stack of gunners or just a squad of gunners, you guys are just, you just fry. You swing everything, you win every gunfight. Sure, keep this open. Keep this open, swing, kill, boom, boom. Alright, but let me tell you why this is a bad thing to do. First of all, if you die here, and say somebody's just pushing Master, you die here, they can see kids. Alright? Not only can they see kids from Trophy, they can make a hole here, all the way back in Armory, and they can hold your rotate into Attic from Armory safely. Like, that is the only angle that they can get swung from here, unless somebody walks Trophy, but nobody's going to walk Trophy if the attackers have all this control, right? Somebody's going to be in Trophy. They can hold this rotate, so you can't play Attic anymore. Okay? Not only that, if they do a split push, if somebody pushes Attic and somebody pushes Master at the same time, not only does it eliminate your ability to contest Master, because you can't swing these holes if they're going to shoot you in the back from Attic, and vice versa. You can't swing these holes here if they're going to shoot you in the back from Master, right? So if they push Attic and Master at the same time, you're screwed, right? You can't contest that. And for the third reason, this is a big one too. If they have an Ash or a Sledge or any kind of soft destruction, a Buck, all they gotta do is open this. If they open this, you're giving them Attic for free. They just walk straight in, you know? I've seen a lot of Ashes, especially in ranked. They shoot their Ash charge and sprint. As soon as it explodes, they sprint in, boom, fried. Fucking little 12-year-old on Zim. Shoots the Ash charge, opens this, runs in, bam, everyone's dead. They have Attic for free. So, if you learn anything from this video, anything at all, double reinforce this wall. I'll usually put a mute jam around it too. But double reinforce this wall. Keeps you safe in Attic. It means you can hold the Attic breach safely, right? You can play this safely and contest the closet wall if that gets opened. If they try to go to default plant, you're here. You're basically safe unless they have somebody on gen repel. But if they don't have anybody on gen repel, you are safe here to C4 the default plant. That was a bad C4. But you're safe to C4 default plant, hold closet from this door. If nobody's closet, you can contest Trophy a little bit, but you're basically just a pain in the ass for them to deal with. And that's just not possible with these holes. So double reinforce and open this up as well. can't see if I can really remember this angle. But basically, if you stand here, they gave you help here with the new update that shows your paths. But basically, you can also throw a C4 into trophy. So see how that C4 landed right here? That's almost always going to be a free kill. If you just sit there holding the C4 and wait for somebody to walk into trophy or master, it's a free kill. Yeah, that is pretty much it. How many reinforcements do I got left? 2. Did I grab these walls? Yep. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you are feeling really frisky, you could reinforce these walls too to get rid of their rotate. But a lot of times I'll see people who will reinforce this. Just so they can't get that long angle that I talked about before. Like if they had some kind of hard breach like a Ace or Hibana, they would open this up or end this up and then get the long angle into your kids. So you reinforce this just so that they have to bring another hard breach to do it. You know, they can't just get it for free with a buck or something. The last reinforcement is kind of up to you. I normally don't really care about it. You could put it on this other armory wall. You can put it on one of these walls so that they can't make an easy rotate over. Yeah, doesn't really matter. But that is the upstairs bomb site. Now, I will hop into the basement bomb site next. Nah, I'm just a mute main, so everything I do, I'm gonna play on mute, pretty much. But
keep an eye out for Op 4 attempting to defuse your bombs.
I'm gonna give you some ideas that you can use other operators for, especially on this bomb site. All right. First things first. Default rotate. This is standard for everyone. Rotate right here. Walk through. There's a drone hole here. Careful of that. That leads all the way from elbow. People will try to hide their drones in there. Second thing second, you grab this hatch. I usually barricade bottom main, just because we don't always have somebody watching it. So you want to barricade it or put a beep around it or something, so that you're aware that somebody's going to be there. You also want to put head holes here. Reinforce this here. And if you have a mirror, you can put a mirror on this freezer wall. And you could have somebody play here. I usually don't do it because I solo queue. And if you're playing this and somebody walks in pillar, you're just dead, right? But if you're playing in like a 5-stack or something and you have somebody playing pillar or somebody who can make callouts and say, hey, they're pushing pillar so that you can get out of the way in time, then this is a very good spot to play Mira. But I typically don't, just because I solo queue a lot. But basically, you make these head holes so that you can contest freezer from here or just to make it harder for them to take freezer, right? You make them head holes instead of rotate because you don't want them to take sight for free. So if they somehow get down freezer, kill whoever you got playing freezer, you want them to have to walk through that door. Now that being said, if you have someone playing freezer and it's late round or mid round, like minute 30, minute left, and nobody's really pushing their freezer and everybody's pushing backside, you can make a mid round rotate right here, so that your freezer guy isn't stuck just swinging the door, right? If you make this rotate for your freezer guy, they can swing the rotate and the door, so it gives the opponents more things to watch, and it gives your freezer player more options. That's usually just a late round thing though, like I said, because if they take freezer and you have this rotate, it's pretty much game over. They get sight for free. After that, we handle closet. I know a lot of people who will tell you that the correct way to do it is to put a reinforcement here and open the left side, especially if you're playing with a mirror. Now that is a good way to play, because if you play it the way I have it set up here, you could die to freezer, and if you play it this way, you can't. However, I solo queue, like I said, And I can't always trust that somebody's going to bring a Jaeger or a Mai. If I'm playing this side, all it takes is one grenade from like a Finka, from bottom main, and I gotta sprint out, otherwise I'm dead. And while I'm sprinting, I could get shot, or whatever else, and that's just not fun. So I reinforce this side, so that even if they do throw a nade at me, I don't really have to run too much. I just move here a little bit, right? I just move out of the way, rather than having to book it all the way across the room. And with this, you make this vault to rotate so that you're not just stuck in closet if they take elbow or something. You can switch out and get back out to laundry. And you can also hold the freezer stairs from here. You have to be a little bit careful so that they don't use that against you, right? You don't want to be like holding this main stairs guy and some freezer guy just shoots you, right? So if you're holding a main stairs guy, play back here a little bit so that the freezer guy can't see you. It's another reason why you reinforce that wall right there. If you play far enough back, the freezer guy isn't going to be able to see you, and you're perfectly safe, right? And then you can just contest as needed. Now, for over here, you're going to make a rotate into elbow, and you're going to reinforce this wall. Real quick, I'm going to go through the hatches before I forget. So there's this one's in lobby. This one's in security. And then the last one, this one is in meeting. You want to get all three of those hatches, reinforce them all. But if you only have time to get one, get this one. This is the most important one. This one holds E-box. So, yeah. Back to elbow. I reinforce this, make the vault, or make the rotate, the walkable rotate here. And if you have a shield, put it down like right here, so that you can play the shield and hold the bunker walk in. I play mute, so I'll usually put a mute jammer here, and a mute jammer here, just to stop any potential Flores drones or anything like that from getting back here, especially when I have a shield. Because Flores is really the easiest way to take a shield down. And Jaeger or Mai is pretty necessary as well, but I found that it's honestly not as important as it used to be, in ranked at least, because one, I play mute, so I have a C4. If I get flashed, I throw the C4 while I'm blind, I trigger it, I back up, and then I reinforce this. That's what I do if I feel like I'm getting pushed out by flashes and stuff. But if I'm not getting pushed out by flashes, I just hold this. Especially if I have a shield, you just sit right here on the shield and watch. If they walk in, swing the shield. If you don't have a shield, you just kind of play here. A lot of times you'll have a teammate who will play Melusi, and they'll put one on the door or something. And you can listen for the Melusi to go off. As soon as you hear it, dead, right? Or a Fenrir. Fenrir's even better. But basically, you want this rotate, because you can contest bunker from that rotate, from this door, and I always forget which side to put these head holes on. If, like I said before, late round, if you feel like you're getting pressured a lot, you can always reinforce this. But if you're not getting pressured, keep that thing open, play it. If nobody pushes bunker, that just gives you so much more freedom. You can rotate around here, and if they open this hatch but nobody's bunker, you can hold here, hold the hatch drop. They're not gonna expect that, right? Same thing here. Hold the stairs, just hold backside, whatever. The elbow rotate is so essential. But if you're gonna make the rotate, you have to play it. If you make the rotate and then go do whatever else, and the other team takes the rotate and just walks into sight, your teammates are not going to be happy. So if you're making the rotate, you have to play it. Now I kind of already made these head holes on E-box. You're going to reinforce this wall. And a lot of times you'll also put a mirror on this one. So you'll reinforce it on this side, have the mirror facing that way. And you'll have a teammate who will just play the mirror here, swing when needed. Otherwise, if they aren't playing the mirror, they have to be a little bit more careful, but still, it's just swing when needed, contest them, all that fun jazz. I'll usually reinforce both of these walls, just so you don't get shot from fire stairs while you're playing this. Or you're playing these head holes right here. But I guess that's kind of up to you. You also want to make head holes a little higher than head holes, just holes near the top here, so that you can hold tire stairs from sight. It's just one more angle for them to look at, you know? Even if you don't have anybody there, they're gonna have to check it, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it for reinforcements in basement. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the hatch, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 for this hatch, 9 for the freezer hatch, and then you keep the 10th one in pocket in case you want to retreat from elbow and reinforce this off at the end of the round. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got there. Another thing that might be useful is this is kind of it's a pretty well-known angle now, so a lot of people will pre-fire it. But if you stand back a little bit and just kind of just hold it as far back as possible, it's going to be harder for them to pre-fire it. And you can easily C4 over for default plant. Default plant's usually like back in this corner here. This corner here, just somewhere in this area. If you're playing back here, you can just C4 them. Oh, it's a dog shit C4. But yeah, hopefully this kills me so that I can go to the next bomb site. Did no damage. Alright, I got away. Alright. Trust. There it is.
Mission failed.
I've died doing that on accident before, so yeah, be careful of that if you're playing T3. Now for the third and final bomb site. Some people play kitchen dining. Kitchen meeting is better. It just is. I'm gonna play castle for this because this is one of those bomb sites that you really should play castle.
You must protect your bombs.
Now, since this is a tertiary bomb site, there's a lot that goes into it just for you to have a chance to win, right? There's no guarantee you're winning on this bomb site. And a lot of preparation, or either, alright, two ways you win this bomb site. One, you set up the site perfectly and the other team doesn't attack very well. Or two, you just simply gun. You out-frag them. You walk around, you shoot them in the head, boom. That's it. That's what tertiary bomb sites are. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. I usually play the castle on this bomb site. I like playing castle, to be honest. I enjoy castle. It helps I got double black guys on him, but I'll usually play the castle. I'll put a beeper above double doors. Split door is what this is called. And then you castle that. Reinforce this. Reinforce this. Rotate here. Now, one thing that people make the mistake of doing a lot is they'll reinforce hatches. The best way to win this bomb site is to open the hatches and close them. Right? So you want... Actually, I'll go around the other way. I'm going to go to the upstairs and show you how to set that up before I finish setting up the rest of the site here. So I usually set this up how you would set it up if you were in the upstairs bomb site, right? You get, you know, a lot less reinforcements up here since it's not the actual bomb site, but you make a rotate there, open both of the hatches, and reinforce both of these adequately. So the reason you do that, I'm not going to waste time actually reinforcing it. The reason you do that is so that you can have roamers up here. You can reinforce those too if you want to. But you'll have 1 or 2 roamers, preferably 2 roamers playing up here together that can contest above for you. Not only will that stop the other team from getting a ram up here and breaking up site and stuff, but it'll also stop them from planting, right? There's 2 default takes on this bomb site. There's one where they will push big tower and they'll open this wall and they'll try to plant stage. It'll usually be like right there or something, right? Or they'll like try to run to some corner. Okay? If you have this hatch open, you have a teammate playing up here, that makes it really difficult for them to take site using that wall, which is also why you reinforce this, because it makes it harder for them to just walk up tower stairs and kill you, right? They have to actually put resources into it. They got to put a thermite charge, put an ace charge, whatever. And you make this rotate just to give your roamers more options, you know, so that they don't have to run out this door and die to the dude in trophy or whatever. They can rotate into kids, hold white, whatever. You open this one because this is the other default take that people will take. Sometimes they'll go small tower over. They'll kind of take a Z Hall a little bit, or, you know, in ranked, some kids just don't care. They'll just open this door, open this wall, and just try to plant right here. Now that's pretty impossible when you have somebody playing the hatch, right? So it's just, it really is. It's just freaking impossible. So now that I got the upstairs bomb site out, or upstairs setup out of the way, I'm gonna go back downstairs. This is where my second castle will go on security, and I'll usually make a rotate here. Then I'll make head holes here. No particular reason. I guess this could be a rotate as well. I usually just make head holes because I don't have a ton of setup time during the prep phase. Because, like I've said, for the 8th time, I solo queue a lot. So usually I do most of the setup by myself because I got randoms, so I don't have people doing setup. So I'll just do the head holes because it's faster. My other beeper will go here on the store just in case they're gonna walk in, right? And I'll either castle this and reinforce this, or if I notice that my teammates want to extend, like I see them make a rotate here and reinforce that. This is a big sign. If my teammates reinforce that and they look like they're playing shower hall, I'll put my castle here instead of on the kitchen door, right? And then if that's the case, I'll make head holes here. If that castle's there, that's reinforced, make the head holes here. And then I still got the beeper there so that I have intel if they actually walk into site and I'm doing something else, you know? That's basically all of kitchen. My last castle usually goes here. This is called Green Hall or whatever. This is just an extra barrier to prevent them just from walking in tower and walking into site. That's obviously reinforced. This is open, just in case somebody needs to drop or whatever. There's extra pressure. And that's pretty much it as far as reinforcements go. So let me get 2 upstairs in attic, 1 here, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or if you're extending, 7, 8. And then you got a couple extra. You can reinforce this, which is probably smart, just so you don't get wall banged. I usually don't. You could also just put a head hole here, just to help you hold split door from deeper back. Otherwise, yeah, the other reinforcements are kind of up to you. Doesn't really matter. You could put it there, like I said. You could put it on this middle wall here, if you want. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. There is one more thing I'll show you. Since I'm castle and I do all this setup, I'll typically play security. It just lets me hold kitchen pretty well, and you kind of get an angle into meeting, and it's a relatively safe spot to play. And while I'm playing here, especially early to mid round, I'll make a hole here, because a lot of people, when they push above, they're gonna jump in big window, and not all of them will drone the floor. right? If you're droning, you're looking for enemies, you're gonna miss holes in the floor sometimes. So a lot of times I'll make this hole and I'll just sit here in the beginning of the round and wait for them to jump into big window, and it's boom, free kill, right? And I'll usually only use it like once a round, because you gotta expect the other team to communicate a little bit or have somewhat of a brain. So like if you kill one person through this, somebody else is gonna jump in and try to pre-fire you, right? It's just not worth it. You got your one pick, play safe, stay away from those holes now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys for watching. If this video helped you, please feel free to like, comment on what other video ideas you got for me. I'm planning on doing some site setups on other maps. If there's a specific map you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, I am new to this, so if you have any advice or tips or something I can do to make my content better for you guys, let me know that as well. I will see you guys next time. Bye.